Virtual game providers. If you have seen Andar Bahar in a casino lobby and not understood what it is or how it works, this is the complete breakdown. By the end of this video, you will know the full game structure, how the bets work, what the odds look like, and how to approach a session with a clear understanding of what you are doing. Andar Bahar translates directly from Hindi as inside, outside. That phrase describes the entire game mechanic. One card is placed in the middle, and cards are dealt to two positions, Andar, inside on the left, and Bahar, outside on the right, until one of the positions receives a card that matches the rank of the middle card. The position that receives the matching card is the winning side. You are betting, before the deal begins, on which side will receive the matching card first. That is the complete game. There are no skill decisions, no card counting advantages, no complex strategy. Andar Bahar is a pure prediction game, and the only questions worth answering are how the probabilities work and what the house edge looks like across the different bet types. How the game works, the complete sequence. A round of Andar Bahar begins with the dealer drawing a single card from a shuffled deck and placing it face up in the center of the table. This card is called the Joker, or the middle card, and its rank is the only thing that matters for the rest of the round. Before any further cards are dealt, players place their bets on either the Andar side or the Bahar side. Once bets are placed, the dealer begins dealing cards alternately to the Andar and Bahar positions, face up, starting with Andar. Cards continue to be dealt, one at a time, to alternating positions until one position receives a card with the same rank as the Joker. If the Joker is a 7, the deal continues until another 7 appears. Whichever position receives the matching card first is the winning side. All bets on that side win, all bets on the opposite side lose, and the round is complete. The game uses a standard 52-card deck without Joker cards. The term Joker here refers to the middle card, not a wild card. The deck is typically shuffled between rounds or dealt from a shoe depending on the platform. Online live Andar Bahar is played with a live dealer and a physical card shoe in most major live casino studios, including Evolution's version of the game. The odds, Andar versus Bahar. Here is the critical probability question for Andar Bahar. Is Andar or Bahar more likely to win? The answer is that Andar has a very slight mathematical edge over Bahar, and this is reflected in how casinos structure the payouts. The reason for the Andar edge comes from the deal sequence. Cards are dealt starting with Andar first. If the Joker is one of 13 possible ranks, and the deck contains 4 cards of that rank, one of those 4 cards started the round as the middle card itself. The remaining 3 matching cards are distributed across the remaining 51 cards. Since Andar is dealt first in the alternating sequence, in situations where the matching card appears on an odd-numbered deal position, Andar wins. Since Bahar receives the even-numbered deal positions, the starting position gives Andar a marginal probability advantage. Casino platforms compensate for this by paying Andar wins at slightly reduced odds compared to Bahar wins. On most platforms, a winning Andar bet pays 0.9 to 1, you win 90% of your stake, while a winning Bahar bet pays 1 to 1, even money. This payout differential is how the house edge is maintained across both positions. The specific payout ratios vary by platform. Always check the game's payable before playing because some versions adjust the payout structure differently. The typical house edge in Andar Bahar is approximately 3% when betting on Andar and slightly higher when betting on Bahar, giving the game a house advantage that is lower than many slot games, but higher than European roulette at 2.70%. Understanding this going in is the correct context for the game. Side bets, what they offer and what they cost. Most online versions of Andar Bahar include side bet options beyond the primary Andar Bahar choice. The most common side bets are the first 3 side bet, where you predict whether the first 3 cards dealt to Andar and Bahar will be lower than, higher than, or equal to the Joker's rank. This pays at elevated odds because the correct prediction requires matching, one of a narrower set of outcomes. The number of cards bet, where you predict in which range of deals the matching card will appear. For example, whether the matching card will arrive within the first 5 cards dealt, or between 6 and 10, or beyond 10. Shorter ranges pay higher odds because they represent a less probable outcome. Side bets in Andar Bahar carry higher house edges than the main Andar Bahar bet. This is universal across casino side bets of any type. They offer larger potential payouts in exchange for worse mathematical terms. A player who wants to extend a session and maintain exposure to the game's result should focus on the main bet. Side bets are high-risk additions that generate larger single-round results at the cost of a higher house take per bet. How to approach an Andar Bahar session. The most useful framework for approaching Andar Bahar is understanding it as an even money prediction game with a small house edge, which makes it most comparable in session character to red/black roulette or baccarat player/banker betting. The decisions you make per round are minimal. You choose Andar or Bahar, you size your bet, and the deal resolves it. There is no in-round decision to make. For session management, this means the primary variables are bet sizing and how many rounds you play, because each round resolves quickly in online play. An Andar Bahar session can accumulate a large number of rounds in a short time if you are not paying attention to pace. The house edge compounds across rounds, not dramatically per round, but consistently. Managing the number of rounds you play in a session is the most direct lever available to control the mathematical cost of the house edge over time. The question of whether to consistently choose Andar or Bahar, or to alternate, is statistically irrelevant across independent rounds. The starting position edge that Andar has is built into the payout differential, which means the game is mathematically balanced from the player's perspective across both sides after the payout structure is applied. There is no structural reason to systematically prefer one side over the other in the long run once the payout ratio difference is accounted for. A practical session approach for Andar Bahar: set a fixed per-round bet that allows you to play a meaningful number of rounds from your session bankroll. Choose a side based on preference rather than system. Both are mathematically equivalent after payout adjustments. Ignore side bets unless the elevated payout is the specific experience you are seeking, and set a session floor before you start. Andar Bahar's simplicity is an advantage. There are no complex decisions to misread, no feature mechanics to misunderstand, and no false complexity that misleads players into poor decisions. Where to find Andar Bahar online? Andar Bahar is available through major live casino studios, including Evolution, which offers a live dealer version with side bets and multiple camera angles. Virtual, software-based versions are available through several providers as well. The live dealer version is the closest experience to the traditional game, with a real dealer, a physical deck, and the social element of a live table. The RTP varies slightly between platforms, so checking the published RTP or house edge for the specific version you're playing gives you accurate expectations before starting your session.